Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I am very excited for the video that we have today. Today I played Historic for the very first time ever. And this is the list that I've made. So the list revolves around the twin elder dragons, which are Nicole, Bolas, and Ugin, right? I started investing in Historic like a couple days ago, like 2 days ago maybe. And these are the first cards that I crafted, which were Nicole Bolas Planeswalkers and Ugin, right? Nicole Bolas is possibly like the villain face of Magic the Gathering Arena, and it's a pretty good Planeswalker. I've made the deck. We've tested it out a lot, and I've played Historic relatively, for hours before I actually started recording, just to see what everyone is playing. I was not really familiar with Historic that much. I did watch a lot of Historic games, and I'm kind of familiar with the cards, and I do have some Historic cards, but not really familiar with what everybody plays. So we made the deck revolving around what everyone else is playing. We need to combat that before we play our Planeswalkers here. So let's get right into the deck list. I start with 2 Fatal Push, most used card in Historic, possibly. Well, not really, but as a removal, sure, a lot of people use it. Inquisition of Kozilek discards. Thoughtseize, another very used card, discards. I don't really have the wild cards to craft more than that, and I don't really want more than one copy each in the deck, right? We have Erebus. Erebus is an intervention here. It gains us life against all the aggro decks, and also it exiles a lot of cards from graveyards. And a lot of people are running Reanimators, whether it's Phyrexian Praetor's Reanimators, or I've ran against a guy that was reanimating dinosaurs. Reanimators are a problem here because the reanimation cards are very cheap, and you can just do it every game. You can hit your combo every game, so it's problematic. These are our first graveyard hate cards in the deck. We also have Negate for our control matchups. We have 2 Heartless Acts, my choice of removal cards here. We have 4 Expressive Iteration. It's a staple in any deck that runs blue and red, right? It fixes up a lot. Our first ramp card and slash draw is Midnight Clock. The card is very good. I love the card, and I'm running 2 of it, right? Mystical Dispute, very good against blue decks, and our counter spell of choice here. We have our first Planeswalker, Narset, Parter of Veils. It stops control decks from drawing, and also it can help us look for our necessary cards, right? So I have to include at least 1 copy in here. I had 2, but I had to cut it out. Just 1 is enough. Our second and final graveyard hate slash hand hate card in the deck is Elspeth's Nightmare. It absolutely shuts down any Reanimator deck, any Phoenix deck, any of the sorts, and a lot of people are running them in Historic. So the card is very good against them, right? We have to include 2 over here. More than 2 would be very devastating, because if you draw multiple of these, you're stuck. The card is pretty expensive, right? Sometimes it costs you the entire turn to play the card. So 2 is more than enough. Our Planeswalker slash creature removal is Murderous Rider, and it also can gain us life. Once we stabilize the board, we can play it and start attacking with it. Our 1 copy of a draw spell here, Memory Deluge. Since our mana, it is a 3-colored deck, but our mana base, provides us with all the mana that we need, right? So Memory Deluge, you can cast it here in Historic, not a problem. Our board wipe of choice is Extinction Event. It's my favorite board wipe of all time, and a 4 of over here is very necessary. A lot of people run aggro in Historic as well, red decks, life gain decks that can be pretty aggressive, elves, all those combo aggressive decks. You need Extinction Event. And our ramp card that gets us to cast our Planeswalkers early is Key to the Archive. Very amazing card here. Very, very straightforward. You can get whatever you want. I've gotten Time Warp from it. I've gotten Day of Judgment. And they all help, right? And this is our main ramp card to our Planeswalkers, because our Planeswalkers are very, very expensive. and we don't. Sometimes we need them, so we can't cast them very very late in the game, right? We have a one of over here. We have Ashiok as a one of, very good planeswalker, and it synergizes well with our Nicole Bolas here. I love Ashiok as a planeswalker, and this card is very good also. It can make you a blocker. It can make you a creature that gains you card advantage later on if you ultimate the Ashiok. Very good overall. We have our first copy of the Twin Elder Dragons, Nicole Bolas, Dragon God. It's a blue, 3 black, and 1 red, and it can get all the loyalty abilities of all the other planeswalkers. You draw a card, and opponent exiles a card. When you plus it, you destroy a planeswalker or creature. And the minus over here, each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. So sometimes when they don't have a legendary creature or planeswalkers, and you ultimate your Dragon God, your Nicole Bolas here, you win the game immediately, right? So a very, very impactful card, very good card, and slash planeswalker. Our other twin, Nicole Bolas' twin, is Ugin, the Ineffable. We don't care about the first clause of this card, the colorless spells, although it does work very well with Key to the Archive, but we don't care about it that much. We just like it as a cheaper Ugin that could be pretty impactful. I mean, it gets you cards, you can draw cards, you can make creatures, and plus it destroys a permanent that's one or more colors, which is very, very common, right? Our last Nicole Bolas card is Nicole Bolas, God Pharaoh. It's a very expensive card, 7 mana to be exact, and it has so much going on. You can play a card from your opponent's deck, you can exile 2 cards from his hand, you can deal 7 damage to a creature or a planeswalker that the opponent controls, and you can exile each non-land permanent your opponent controls when you minus 12 on it, when you ultimate it. So a very impactful card as well, although it's very expensive, and for the mana base I wish it was just a tiny bit better. It's a very good card, but I just wish it was a tiny bit better, especially when it comes to the -4. Instead of dealing 7 damage, they included that for the red mana, because red deals damage instead of killing like black, but I just wish they instead of the -4 to deal 7 damage, I wish it was like removal, straight up, But it's a very good card. I'm happy to play it, always wanted to play it. My first time playing it, and I'm having tons of fun in Historic. And our last card is Ugin, the Spirit Dragon. Everyone knows what this is. This is Nicole Bolas' twin, and this card is just insane. 8 mana, sure, we can cast it very easily with this deck, because we have multiple ways to ramp. Very good card. I love what the deck is about. Only 1 copy of each, because first, I have multiple copies of Ugin here, but I just don't want to include all of them. Only 1 copy is more than enough, because if we open with multiple expensive planeswalkers in hand, that can be very rough, right? We want to look for them, which we have ways to do that, and we want to cast them kind of late when we already set up our board to maybe even like double spell them, Our mana base is as shows. Hall of the Storm Giants, 1 island, 1 swamp, 1 mountain, Castle Loch Dwayne, Hive, and then we have pathways. We have dual lands, and I've crafted only a couple of lands from Historic here. I've crafted this. I've actually opened that in a pack. And I've crafted the Lotus Field. This card is insane. This is our other ramp card over here. So it tells you when it enters the battlefield, you have to sacrifice 2 lands. Not a problem. I usually don't cast this in the first. I don't put it as a land in the first couple of turns. You use this card like on turn 5, turn 6. And then you just pop off. You can even use it on turn 3 and just ramp, very good card. Fixes our mana, ramps us, does a lot. We also have Forsaken Crossroads from Alchemy here. Very good card. 1 copy of Fabled Passage just for the extra mana fix, 1 copy is more than enough, dual lands, all of that. The deck is so much fun, and for it to be my first time playing Historic, I've had success with it, and I'm in Platinum already. I've never played Historic before, so I was in Bronze. Now I'm having a lot of fun in Historic, and I'm definitely going to include more Historic content as I slowly craft into other decks, and try to, you know, just have fun overall. Historic, Brawl, Alchemy, Standard, Best of 1, Best of 3. I'm gonna do it all, and I play it all no matter what. So very fun. Make sure you check it out, and the games are pretty fun. People tend to scoop when they see these hit the battlefield, right? I mean, one time they killed my Nicole Bolas here, but people usually just scoop when they see these hit the battlefield, so you don't see a game to the full extent where you don't see the full potential of this deck. But anyway, it's very fun to play, and you got a goal here. You know, you have to make sure you stop the combo decks. You know, you remove the main piece of the combo, and you have to survive. You have to play your planeswalkers and go from there, right? You have to stabilize. You have to make sure how to stabilize in Historic, and you have to be very, very aware of what you're playing against. That's not the case for me because I don't know anything about Historic when it comes to what's going on right now. I know about Inquisition Captain and Collected Company or whatever, but yeah, it's not a problem. So yeah, if you enjoy the videos, please make sure you leave a like and a subscribe, support the channel. It would be greatly appreciated. I would love for anyone that enjoys my content to subscribe, and yeah, let's go from there. I'll see you next time with another video. If you enjoy the content, you know what to do. Let's get it right into the gameplays. Alright, bye. Alright, let's get to it. No blue. I mean, how awful can this be? Pretty awful, right? I think I mulligan this here. This is a much better hand. Much better. But what do we take out? Maybe the Ashiok. We can look for things with the iteration. So yeah, I think we take Ashiok out. This is much better. Okay. We need sure. Alright, fine. Okay. Let's pass. The Ozolith. That's fine. Okay. Do we get the key? I think so. Narset helps us look for our planeswalkers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 lands, but I think we get the key. The key can do a lot of things for us here. Sure. Let's get black. Have our Fatal Push available. He probably runs Vorinclex as well in the deck, so we'll knock Veteran. Sure. Not gonna kill that. We go for the key here. Day of Judgment. Yes. Yeah, I think so. Alright. We need to not flood here. We need to actually draw our planeswalkers, or at least try to look for them. I forgot how I have 1 Narset in the deck. 4 iterations. 1 Memory Deluge, I think. Yeah. Okay. So he's playing it really, really slow, and we have all the mana in the world. We do. Okay. Sure. I'm not really scared. He's not really doing what he's looking to do just yet. Let's stop that. That's enough. That's a combo. We get Ugin. Take out Fatal Push. Sure. We wipe the board here, I think. Okay. One, two, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have Ugin next turn, but Ugin can't do anything about the Ozolith. Okay. Nicole Bolas. We play Bolas first.
Mortality suits me well. I am Death's master.
We've got Ugin next turn. This is fine. Yeah, that's fine as well. I gain life, but that. He's gonna be devastated. Sure. Let's draw. And I think since we exile, he doesn't get the counters.
I outsmarted you eons ago. Power without wisdom.
Yeah, no counters. Yeah, that's good. Who wouldn't scoop? Alright. I don't know about this hand, but I'll keep it. Hello, friend. Okay. No ramp, please. Ramp anyway. That's bad. Let's see. That's even worse. He has it available. We don't have red. But we can do something. We can counter the company. Still taking damage, which is pretty bad. So I think yeah, let's get rid of those. Hopefully he's not drawing any red lands. Yeah, well, he drew one now. Okay. Sure, he drew red as well. That's fine. Can we survive, hopefully? Chandra. Okay.
What? My hair is on fire? I know. Yup, you're going down.
Okay, he attacks here.
We're done here.
Yeah, let's get some lands, shall we? I think he went first. So yeah, let's get this to hand. To deck. Let's get that there. Okay. We go blue. Let's cry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another Ugin. Seems decent. Or maybe not. Yeah, I'll take another Ugin, sure. Let me play this here. We're doing pretty well now. We kind of equalized. But I'm just fearing his top decks. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Okay.
Curiosity and wonder.
Let's kill that. Hopefully he doesn't have any hasters here. We gain life. Clothis. Clothis could be very bad, but we have the answer to Clothis here.
Listen to your way. It whispers grand.
Yeah. Good game.
Into the shadow.
Okay, let's get to it. I'll keep this. So yeah, so much variety here. So much variety in historic. I'm loving it. Prosperous Innkeeper. Sure. Yeah, you can go ahead. Sure. Yeah, let's pass. Next turn we'll have the key. I think we just ramp for now and try to kill his creatures. Yeah, this is pretty bad. That's fine. Elite Spellbinder here is pretty awful. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. We'll get another blue. We play the key with the archive here. I think we get electrolyze here, right? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Nicole Bolas next turn does not sound like a bad idea. And for that we discard Narset. It all depends though. It all depends. It all depends on what he plays here. Another one just is terrible. Sure.
Praise me.
We have to do that.
Suffer.
It sucks, but we have to do that. I really didn't want to give it up.
You cannot defeat the God Pharaoh.
Ugin is very good. That's very decent. Okay. Collected company or collective company or whatever. I knew he drew that. So that's -3 here. No.
Surprisingly, reality is unwritten.
Good game. That sucked for us. The fact that we had to give out Nicole Bolas like that. Alright, let's get into another game here. Hand seems fine. Got removal. So I need to find my what's it called? What do you call them? My disruption cards, like Thoughtseize. Oh, he foretold. Well, we found one, which is good. We pass here. Historic is so much fun. It's so much fun. I've been missing out. I'm honestly gonna cover a lot of historic content, slash brawl, and I'll still play alchemy. I'll still play standard. We're gonna do all of that here. Is he gonna let me have that? Sure. So in this case, we take a mystical dispute since he's running Azorius. I have no idea what he's playing, but this is our safe route, right? Azorius is usually discard that. Azorius is usually very controlling. Mystical disputes are really nice here. But it doesn't seem like I don't think he's gonna let us have a key to the archive here. I think he probably has Dovin's Veto. He probably has that Archmage, whatever, you know, that counters stuff. Do we try with one? I think we have to, right? If he let us have that, that would be insane. It probably runs a lot of them. So we do need a land, just in case he has a counter spell. We can actually fight that with Mystical Dispute. That's a tapped land, so I'm not gonna play anything here. Let's just wait on him. He's obviously just land pass, land pass, land pass. Heavy on the control aspect. Sure. No, why are you red, black? Let's see. If it's a counter war, let's just control it. Okay. If it's a counter war, we're actually pretty winners here, right? Yeah, let's get that. I'll take that any day. Sure. So we're ramping here, we're doing our thing. He probably has like a lot of board wipes in his hand, which is not very scary for us. Excuse me. So what do we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can attack with the Hall, but then we're pretty I think we're just gonna pass here. We're pretty vulnerable to all his top ends, right? We do actually need to counter stuff. We need more interaction as well. We need our discard spells. We need our planeswalkers as well. So Narset. We can kill Narset.
The focused and disciplined encounter no
Let me kill Narset. I'm pretty sure he plays the fairy as well.
I still have much to learn.
But that's fine,
Before action.
I guess. We can, yeah, he plays the fairy. We can always counter the fairy here. Sure. Can't draw anything but lands, right? We pass here. Shark Typhoon. No. This is pretty bad for us here. Let's try to kill him. He has 5. He has 2 more for the Teferi here. But he doesn't know about Counterspell. He has more value than us, card-wise. But we're not scared. Yeah, he's not gonna play that. Sure. So we play Lotus Field. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Just attack with the rider here. If it's Hullbreak or Horror, then that's very bad. It's a Shark Typhoon, sure. Let's kill that. Revitalize, that's fine. That is fine. He has a counterspell here, for sure. For sure he does. Absorb. Gains him life as well, so that's fine. This Teferi is killable.
I'll show restraint.
Okay.
Hold that thought.
Man, we need card draw. Like, how am I playing control and I don't have? Look at what I'm drawing here. There's no way he can kill the Hall here. No way. So his Teferi is dead. I don't think anybody expects man lands in historic.
That didn't go according to plan.
We just pass here. Another revitalize, man, all the life gain in the world. Fairy of Wishes. That's bad. Another one? Doomscar? Sure. Ugin. Ugin. Do we take the turn to cast Ugin here? I mean, I think so. If he has a counterspell that's pretty bad, I don't think he does. From what we've seen, yeah, good game. His counterspells are all 3 mana. Alright, so no red mana, which we don't currently need. I'm going to keep this. Sure. Okay. Let's pass. Boros, but nothing. It's not aggressive. I have no idea what he's playing, honestly. You see a pair of goblins. So goblins is what you're telling me. Okay, so tons and tons of lands, right? Yeah, we pass. Maybe we can kill a Kranko. Who knows? I think he's playing white for the for that one enchantment that boosts the creature type. You've got life gain. I'm not worried just yet. Transmogrify. Nope. Let's stop that. I'm going to take a Nicole here. Back to deck. Sure. We've got negate for any of his shenanigans here. Let's negate the Chandra. That's really fine. Okay. So we've got things going on. I think I'm gonna play the Rider. And let me play this first. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Rider for life gain. And we'll Fatal Push anything that, you know, any transmogrify or anything like that. Okay, create more creatures. Sure. Sure. You're just missing your the main cards here. So that's fine. I'm fine with that. Let's play this for the ramp. Let's play that untapped. And let's pass. I mean, Ugin sounds insane here, right? Yeah, that's game. That's how you stop that deck. Let's do our thing here. I go first. The hand is problematic. Should I keep this? No. I'm gonna mull this. Yeah, this is much better. So I'm gonna take the island. Play Thoughtseize. That's crazy. These don't really scare me all that much, but I think we take Angel of Destiny. I think we take Voice of the Blessed here. Yeah, we definitely take Voice of the Blessed, right? This one can get really out of hand. Sure. A mulligan really doesn't help us all that much, but we do what we can. It's gonna start gaining life with the Speaker of the Heavens. So mono white life gain, you know, you're we need to start looking for our removal. Okay. He didn't attack? Hello? Heartless Act is good, so I'll keep that. Midnight Clock is also good. Do we get the clock going? I think we do. Yeah. Let's get the clock going. I think we kill the Speaker of the Heavens here. Another creature we control enters the battlefield, you get 1 life. Okay, yeah. I think we kill the Speaker because it's the one that can like really get out of hand, right? Sure. Let's take a look at that hand one more time. Sure, we'll take a portable hole. Yeah, and we pass here. Things are not going his way. But the speaker, Righteous Valkyrie. Let's kill the speaker here. Or we kill the Valkyrie, but the speaker can do some damage, right? So, okay, let's get a land here. So we've got red, blue, double black. Let's get one more blue, right? Let's get one more blue, and 1, 2, 3 on the speaker here to stop him from gaining life. We have an answer to the Righteous Valkyrie, and we're pretty much yeah, that sucks. So let's kill that. Let's see what we can do. I mean, it's pretty rough, but it's rough that we had to mulligan, but what can you do, right? Sure. Man, that's so good for us, it's crazy. Sure. Let's speed up that midnight clock. He's one more land away from that. So Heliod is not yet a problem. Let's speed up that clock. Okay. Exile his graveyard. We can start putting counters on this, or maybe cast that, so sure. Yeah, we can get a fresh hand by next turn, which I love. So let's see how this works. It sucks that I am tapped out. Destroy target enchantment. It's fine. Why not put a +1/+1 counter? I don't understand. Yeah, put that there. Sure. Gain your life. Sure. Fresh hand. Nice. We've got Ugin, we've got many things. So we've got, it doesn't really matter, does it? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. We've got Ugin next turn. So I think we hold here. Let's see what happens. If he top decked the land. Angel of Destiny. We can kill that. Let's see what he decides to put that on. Okay, so let's kill the angel, since this has counters. Man, Lotus Field is insane. I'm actually gonna get both of those. We've got Nicole Bolas here. Good game. Man, what a game. That was close.